Hey everyone, welcome to a deep dive into the world of AI education. So you might be here prepping for a big meeting, trying to stay ahead of the curve, or just maybe wildly curious about this whole AI explosion happening. But whatever brought you here, we're going to break down a ton of information today on free AI courses and help you figure out how to navigate this landscape, which is super exciting, but also kind of overwhelming, right?
It really
I
is.
mean, think about it. Experts are predicting that AI is going to transform almost a quarter of all jobs in the next 5 years.
Yeah, that's huge.
Huge. So how do we ride this wave without spending a fortune on education? Well, we found this fantastic article. It's called, Here are 7 Free AI Classes You Can Take Online from Top Tech Firms, Universities. And it is packed with opportunities to get top-notch AI education without spending a dime.
Oh, wow.
So one of the things that really stood out to me was this quote from an MIT professor, Jared Kurum. He said, AI is making education more accessible than ever, with personalized feedback and on-demand learning.
Yeah, you can literally learn anytime, anywhere.
Right. Total game changer.
It is. And you know what's fascinating to me about that is the democratization of knowledge. I mean, it's incredible that anyone with an internet connection can now access world-class education on a topic as complex as AI.
Absolutely. And with so many jobs potentially changing, this feels like a crucial moment to jump in.
Absolutely. This kind of access could level the playing field in a way we've never seen before.
Okay, so let's dive into these 7 free AI courses. Each one offers something unique, so there's bound to be something here for everyone. First up, AWS Skill Builder. This one focuses on Amazon's own machine learning platform, so you're learning practical skills straight from the source.
Oh, very cool.
And get this, Amazon has committed to training a whopping 2 million people in AI by 2025.
That's massive. It shows how seriously companies are taking AI skills. Imagine the competitive edge you'd have being part of that 2 million. It's like they're handing out golden tickets to the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, next we have Google AI for Everyone. Now, don't let the name fool you. This one goes deep into real-world applications. Plus, it's taught by a leader in the field, so you know you're getting the inside scoop.
And a lot of people feel intimidated by AI jargon. What I appreciate about this course is that it's designed to make these concepts crystal clear, even if you're just starting out. It's like AI for dummies, but in a good way.
Totally. And that's so important. Sometimes you just need someone to break it down in simple terms.
Absolutely. It's like learning a new language. You need to start with the basics before you can write poetry.
Exactly. Okay, so if you're ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, Harvard University's Introduction to Artificial Intelligence with Python is calling your name. This one is definitely more rigorous, but it goes deep into AI algorithms and hands-on projects. And hey, it's Harvard.
Wow, this highlights the shift we're seeing in education. Tall universities are making AI accessible, recognizing that it's becoming essential knowledge, not just for tech specialists anymore.
Right? It's not just about coding anymore. It's about understanding how AI works and how it can be applied in different fields.
Exactly. It's like learning about electricity. You don't need to be an electrician to understand how it powers your house.
Okay, all right. Next up is IBM's AI Foundations for Everyone. It's a 3-part specialization that covers the basics. Plus, it gives you career insight, which is super helpful. And it's taught by IBM experts, so you're getting that insider perspective.
I really appreciate that they include career insights because one of the biggest questions people have is, okay, I'm learning about AI, but what kind of jobs can I actually get with this?
Totally. It's like giving you a roadmap for your AI journey. Okay, ready for more? Intel has a whole buffet of AI offerings. We're talking dozens of self-paced courses, specific topics like deep learning for robotics, and even on-demand webinars for those who really want to go deep. Intel's aiming to train a mind-blowing 30 million people by 2030.
Now, if you're someone who loves getting hands-on, Intel's course on deep learning for robotics is incredible. Imagine building your own AI-powered robot. It's like something straight out of science fiction.
I know, right? Okay, let's move on to UC Davis's course on Big Data, Artificial Intelligence, and Ethics. This one is all about exploring the limitations of big data and using real-world case studies to see how it all plays out.
Yeah, I think it's important to remember that AI isn't a magical solution to every problem. It's a tool, and like any tool, it has its limitations, and this course helps you understand those limitations.
Yeah, it's like having a superpower, but you need to know how to use it responsibly.
Exactly. It's not just about what AI can do, but also about how we should use it.
And last but not least, we have UPenn's AI for Business. This one's tailored specifically for applying AI in, you guessed it, the business world. Think marketing, finance, people management strategy. And it's taught by Wharton professors, no less.
This is huge for anyone looking to level up their career. AI is no longer just a niche field for tech experts, it's transforming every industry. And this course gives you the tools to stay ahead of the curve.
It's like having a secret weapon in the boardroom. Wow, we just covered 7 incredible free AI courses. Now, you might be thinking, okay, this is amazing, but can I really become an AI expert in just a few months?
Right.
And honestly, that's a great question.
That's where we get into the idea that learning AI is a journey, not a destination. These free courses provide a fantastic foundation, but they're just the first step. What's important is that you're taking that first step, and from there, you can continue to explore and grow.
So you're saying it's like learning a new language. You wouldn't expect to become fluid overnight, right?
Right, and just like with language learning, there's no single right path. The best approach is the one that works for you.
So we've got this incredible foundation with these free courses, but where do we go from there? Luckily, our source has some insightful thoughts on finding your own learning path. We'll dive into that in part 2.
You know, it's funny, we often think about education as like this structured path, but with AI, it's more like exploring a vast jungle. There are market trails, sure, but the real excitement comes from venturing off the beaten path.
I love that analogy. So how do we actually do that? How do we go beyond these initial courses and really dive deeper into the AI jungle?
Well, our source emphasizes the importance of hands-on experience. It's one thing to understand the concepts, but it's another thing entirely to actually build something with AI.
So it's not enough to just read about it. We need to get our hands dirty.
Exactly. Think about it like learning to cook. You can read all the cookbooks in the world, but until you actually get in the kitchen and start chopping vegetables and mixing ingredients, you're not really cooking.
That makes so much sense. So how do we get that hands-on experience with AI? What are some practical steps we can take?
Well, the article mentions platforms like Udemy and Codecademy, which offer a mix of free and paid AI courses. These can be a great way to get more specialized training in specific areas of AI, like natural language processing or computer vision.
I've heard of those platforms, but I always thought they were mostly for coding.
They definitely have a lot of coding courses, but they also have a growing number of courses focused on AI concepts and applications. And the great thing is many of them offer free introductory courses, so you can dip your toes in the water before committing to a paid program.
That's good to know. What other options are out there?
Well, don't underestimate the power of YouTube. There are countless channels dedicated to teaching AI concepts in an accessible and engaging way.
Oh yeah, YouTube is a gold mine for learning just about anything these days.
Exactly, and you can find everything from beginner tutorials to advanced lectures from leading AI experts. It's like having a personal tutor available 24/7.
That's incredible. So we've got these online courses and YouTube tutorials, but what about the social aspect of learning? Is there a way to connect with other people who are also interested in AI?
Absolutely. The article mentions AI subreddits as a great place to start. It's like having a global study group at your fingertips. You can ask questions, share resources, and get feedback on your projects.
I've never really explored Reddit, but I've heard it's a great place to find communities around specific interests.
It definitely is. And the AI community on Reddit is incredibly active and supportive. You'll find people of all skill levels, from beginners to experts, who are all eager to learn and help each other. It's a fantastic way to stay motivated and get inspired by what others are doing.
That's so cool. It's like having a whole team of cheerleaders cheering you on as you navigate the AI jungle.
Exactly. And speaking of navigating the jungle, let's circle back to the idea of career paths. We've touched on how AI is transforming various industries, but what does that actually look like in terms of job opportunities?
That's a great question. I'm curious to know what kind of jobs are out there for people with AI skills.
Well, the possibilities are vast and constantly evolving. We're seeing a surge in demand for AI specialists, data scientists, queen learning engineers.
Those sound like highly technical roles. What about people who don't have a computer science background? Are there opportunities for them too?
Absolutely. It's not just about these highly specialized roles. AI is also impacting traditional roles across industries. For example, marketers are using AI to personalize customer experiences, financial analysts are using AI to predict market trends, and human resource professionals are using AI to streamline recruitment processes.
So it sounds like AI is creating opportunities in almost every field.
Exactly. And it's not just about creating new jobs, it's also about transforming existing jobs. The key is to be adaptable and willing to learn new skills.
So no matter what your current field is, there's a good chance AI will play a role in its future.
Exactly. And by developing AI skills, you can position yourself to be a leader in that future.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about free courses, hands-on experience, finding your own learning path, and even the job market. But there's one more important thing to discuss, and that's the fear some people have about AI taking over jobs. Let's address that elephant in the room in our final part. Okay, so we're back and ready to wrap up our AI education deep dive. We've explored some awesome free courses, talked about getting that hands-on experience, and even touched on, how AI is shaping the job market. But before we wrap up, I think it's time to address that elephant in the room. Those anxieties people have about AI taking over jobs. It's a valid concern, and our source actually acknowledges this fear.
Yeah, it's interesting. The article doesn't really frame AI as a job killer, but rather as a job transformer. It emphasizes that while, yes, some jobs will inevitably become automated, many more are going to evolve, requiring new skills and creating new opportunities.
So it's not about being replaced by robots. It's about adapting and learning to work alongside them.
Exactly. The key is to focus on developing the skills that complement AI, such as critical thinking, creativity, complex problem solving, emotional intelligence. These are the skills that are going to set humans apart in the future
It's
workforce.
like AI can handle those repetitive tasks, freeing us up to focus on the things that require uniquely human skills.
That's a great way to put it. It's about leveraging AI as a tool to enhance our capabilities, not replace them.
And, our source also encourages us to ask the right questions and to not be afraid to dive down rabbit holes. I love that.
Me too.
It really speaks to the importance of curiosity and a willingness to explore, you know, beyond just the surface level. AI is this vast and complex field, and there's always more to learn.
Always more.
By embracing that curious mindset, you know, you'll be so much better equipped to navigate this constantly changing landscape.
Absolutely.
It's like the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know.
Precisely. And that's the beauty of it. Learning is a lifelong journey, and AI offers this incredible opportunity for continuous growth and discovery.
I love that. Well said. I think we've covered just about everything from our source material today. What an incredible deep dive into the world of free AI education.
It has been fascinating.
We started kind of feeling overwhelmed by how much information's out there, and now I feel empowered and excited to actually explore this transformative field.
And that's exactly what we hope to achieve. We've demystified the world of AI education, highlighted the incredible opportunities that are out there, and equipped you with the knowledge and inspiration to take that next step.
So as we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with a final thought-provoking question. With all these amazing resources at your fingertips and a world of possibilities opening up thanks to AI, what will your next step be? Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.